You're ready now. Wow. Thank you, thank you, thank you for this love for your light. And we stopped the last video on control. Control. Just to recap, control has been there. Yes, 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 yes. I know that well. It says you cannot let go or give up control. Why? Control is the state. It's a state. You're in a state of always anticipating. There's an anticipation of danger. It's the cage. It's the confinement. Control blocks the most beautiful journey of the soul. That is profound. Control blocks the most beautiful journey of the soul. Because why? You cannot control the soul. It loves, it just enjoys. What does it enjoy? Adventures and newness and dancing to a song that just moves your feet, my feet. You cannot control. Then, if you are controlling a situation, a person, anything, your life, you're out of control. You're out of control. And how beautiful. It's anticipating a danger. That's the ego wanting to protect. However, you do not allow your being to unfold naturally like a flower in the sun, enjoying that warmth, enjoying the breeze, the bees, the dragonflies, the butterflies, the rain. No, it can't enjoy. Instead, there's like a force. You force yourself into shapes that feel safe. Predictable. Predictable. Without even noticing. Oblivious. Your spontaneity begins to die. Because spontaneity can't live in a cage. Not at all. As you go moment to moment to moment, you're just so spontaneous. Yes. And then a friend calls, let's do coffee. Of course. See, now, not just spontaneity that dies, creativity. The creative needs to be relaxed, needs to just flow. And that mind needs to relax. Begin to die. So let's, these words are so beautiful. Without even noticing, your spontaneity begins to die, because spontaneity cannot live in a cage. Creativity becomes dead, because creativity can only be when the mind is relaxed, of course. Then joy becomes shallow, because joy needs room to dance. I'm joy, Wendy Joy. Even love becomes strained, because love cannot bloom in a fist. Of course, I would keep saying, love wants to fly. Love, open your hands, just enjoy, just love. Not control, not hold on. No, that does not work. Love cannot bloom in a fist, because love needs an open hand. Control is the ego's armor. Control is the ego's armor. It's the shell you have built around your soul. It is the shell you built. Because why? You felt unsafe. childhood. It formed in childhood. Can be a trespassing, can be an adult, can be many things that felt unsafe. And so we thank the ego. The ego, that ego holds onto it, terrified that without it you'll fall apart. Without it you'll fall apart. This armor keeps you from discovering the tenderness, the softness, the love that you are, the beauty, and most of all, the vulnerability. It stops vulnerability. And vulnerability makes life rich. It keeps you from allowing the unknown to touch you. It keeps you from surrendering and surrounding into the flow. Surrendering into that flow, into that grace with existence. The beloved, Lord, Allah, you know, Buddha, your heart knows what you love. That surrendering into the flow of grace. The beloved. It stops you from being in the flow. Vulnerability takes you into a deeper flow with existence. Because you're building a trust, a faith. Control keeps you from a deeper knowing, a deeper flowing. One does that, and the other does this. So stay in the flow with you. Existence. How come? There's a trust, there's a love, there's a togetherness of faith. You see, surrender is not a weakness. Surrendering is not giving up. Surrender is turning to your natural flow. Yay! The flow you had before the world told you had to defend yourself, before the world told you to compare, to compete. That defense against life is the killer. Surrender is allowing life to flow through you like the river flowing naturally. Yay! Yay! I need to relax. I need to relax. Thank you for being here. Wow. I love your messages. I do. Thank you. Fighting against this current, yes, when you fight against the flow, you can fight against its current, and the moment you surrender, something beautiful happens. Let me say, the falling into the surrendering, the ease is so exquisite. Does it mean you don't have moments of doubt? Does it mean there's moments of fighting the current? Oh, absolutely. However, the flow just gets longer. The gaps get wider, longer. The space in the flow is just exquisite, and it just gets easier and easier and easier. And then to be out of the flow is awful. So it's much easier to stay in the flow. Yes. Something beautiful happens. Your moments soften. Your breath deepens. Your heart becomes light. Wow. The sights, the colors, the beauty, the gratitude. Cannot say thank you enough. The world becomes less threatening, true. Not because it's changed, not at all. Because you changed. That's it. You changed. What did you change? How you met it, how you meet it, each moment. No longer controlling, witnessing in the most beautiful way without getting sucked in. Vulnerable, open to love, open to life. How come? Surrender, just let it go. Not controlling anything. Think of a hard, closed fist. It cannot flow. Not at all. Let it go. Let it go. Open your hands. Allowing is the surrendering, relaxing, going lax. Back into fluid in grace as the mind loses its grip. Beautiful. As the inner space becomes vast and full and and grateful, that gratitude. In awe, you enter the doorway where true transformation begins. Yay. This is a wedding sari. Look at it, it's all gold thread. Look at that. The whole thing handmade. Beautiful. I love them all. Once control breaks, a new kind of space opens inside you as the control loosens within you. Well done. You'll notice this. A strange and beautiful shift taking place within you, a shift so subtle. It is so subtle that don't expect a drum roll. Don't expect fireworks. It's a very gentle shift. It does not arrive with celebration. Yes, it does not shout. No lightning bolt. No fireworks. Yes. It comes like dust settling on a quiet lake. Like slow breath, you finally release. And lost. The lake goes calm. No ripples on the lake. You are at ease. You've surrendered. You allowing. You in the arms of the beloved. Trusting. Does doubt come? Sometimes. And then you let it go. How come? You witnessed, oh, I feel doubtful. Beautiful. That it is so simple. It is so simple that you cannot believe it could be so simple. It is so simple. A doorway that every seeker must pass. With it, awakening becomes a lived reality. I'm speaking of silence, not the outside silence that depends on the world. As traffic goes past, the world out there. No. The silence I'm referring to is an inner silence that grows. The way the night grows is an inner silence. If you're looking for it out there, without effort. The mind thinks nothingness, a blank space, a void, but silence is fullness. Silence is richness. Silence is the overflowing presence of your own being. It's a place where words cannot reach. No. Words are inadequate. Words are too shallow. It's the place where words cannot reach. Thoughts cannot reach. No. It's a feeling. It's a knowing. It's you. It's the presence of your own being. It's a place where words cannot reach, where thoughts cannot control, where fears cannot control. It's the space where far more something deeper than emotion, something more older than your personality, your persona. When silence touches you, even for a moment, when silence touches you, even for a moment, you realize that everything you have been searching for, outside, out there, everything you've been searching for has always been waiting quietly, gently, softly, lovingly for you. Inside, like a lake waiting for the wind to stop, to go calm again. No more ripples, no more disturbance, that it can reveal its own reflection again. Yes. That you can reveal your own reflection again. Silence is your natural state. It's your natural state. You were born in it. You were born in it. You lived in it until the world filled your mind with noise. You touched it in moments. You touched it in moments of play. In moments when all thoughts went calm. And even now, when all thoughts, all your worries, all your plans, behind all your identities, silence, is still there, untouched, unmoved, whispering. It waits for you the way a mother waits for her child. Wow. Waits for her child to return home. And I can tell you, with my two boys, it never stops. You just wait for for them to return home. The moment you stop clinging, the moment you stop running in those thoughts and that he said, she says, in that drama, silence rises like a tide. True healing happens in silence, not in analyzing, not in thought, not in solving, in resting. Just rest. Take a good deep breath. When you enter into this inner silence, when you allow yourself to sink and relax, go relax, you begin to feel a soft, soothing on your wounds you didn't even know were there. Some still open. Okay, no problem. All will be well. Old pains lose their shape. Old stories done, crumble. Silence holds you without any expectation. Silence restores you without effort. It doesn't judge. It doesn't try to fix you. You're not there to be fixed. Why? Nothing's broken. It reveals that you were never broken. Wow. Meditation returns you to the silence, remembering it, rest in it, letting it hold you safe, letting it hold you safe. Just like the quiet after a storm. You know, a storm is wild, thunderbolts, lightning, noise, rain, hail, a storm, dark clouds can be quite scary actually. And then it ends, it just goes quiet, silence. Many people think meditation means doing something special, but meditation is simply stopping long enough for your being to rise. It's like a lake that becomes still when the raindrops stop raining. The lake does nothing. The lake does nothing. It's just responsible for its own stillness. Like you and me. We're just responsible for what? Our own stillness. Being calm. Stillness happens on its own when the winds of thought finally settle. This chitter-chattering, this slave, servant that think it's the master, it stops chitter-chattering, and then this does notice. This is why meditation cannot be forced. You can't force it. Forcing meditation, not having to go all more day, only creates more noise. Silence comes as you allow. Silence comes as you allow life to come. No force, no force. As you allow silence, and it deepens, something magical begins to happen. Something magical comes your way. You begin to taste the world differently. You release fear. realize silence is not the absence of life. It's the presence of life. It is in its purest form. Silence is your essence, is your grace, is your being. It is not the absence of life. It is the presence of life in its purest of forms. Back to innocence, purity. Yeah. You'll notice a new light, and this light begins to shine in you as you sink deeper into this quiet. There's a light. This light is awareness. You're awake, aware. Silent remains a peaceful moment. Wow, so peaceful. With awareness, silence becomes transformation, a whole new being. Awareness is the light that allows you to see everything without becoming anything. I am everything and I am nothing. When awareness awakens, you begin to see, you watch the mind like birds across a field. You're watching, witnessing. You see thoughts are temporary. Visitors, they're just visiting, passing through the infinite space of your being. You begin to see the emotions, energy in motion, in exactly the same way. You see thoughts are temporary, visitors passing through the infinite space of your being. You begin to see emotions in the same way, rising, falling like waves. Here, one moment gone. The next, and the beauty of this seeing is that nothing needs to be controlled. Nothing needs to be controlled. Nothing needs to be changed. Awareness dissolves everything it touches. Pain dissolves because it is observed. You are no longer saying, "This is me. This is my past. This is my pain. This is what happened." No longer a victim. No longer a victim. Simply watching, simply watching. There is no struggle. You discover that there's a part of you that has remained untouched in every event. Wow, that is powerful. So in every event in your life, there's a part of you, no matter what happened, that remained untouched. Thoughts have changed, emotions have changed, the body has changed. The watcher, the pure presence has never changed. That observer, the watcher, the witnessing. It has been there since childhood. In adulthood, it was there even though it was there watching. And in that moment, you realize something amazing. You realized you are What did you realize? I'm doing all the work here. You know, this was so beautiful. I'm so blessed and honored to be sharing these words with you. Apologies for reading. It's just word for word was so special. You realize you are not your fears. That's liberating. That's where the celebration, that's where the dance. You are the candle that lights up the room. I have freedom, light, bright. This is why I say awareness is awakening. Why? You become vast. You become vast. Expansive. Transform. You are a sovereign being, a divine being. We are celestial siblings. Wow. Wow. And in that vastness, even the most painful memories, lose their power. Gone, done. All dissolves. No more. No more pain. No more he said, she said. No more drama. No more drama. No more. That's why more and more of us are watching videos of kindness, caring, animals, nature, less news. There's a simple image. Imagine you're watching a blue sky full of clouds. The clouds drift through. Those clouds in and out and in and out, drifting. Some are dark, some are heavy, some are fluffy, some are light. If you identify with the clouds, your mood will shift to dark, heavy. No. If you remain with the sky, vast, unchanging, you'll see that the clouds never, ever touch the sky, just passing through. They are just passing through. Do not touch that sky. They do not touch it. The clouds are fear. The clouds are drama. The clouds are he said, she said. It is. That's false reality. Thoughts are the clouds. Awareness is your true nature. And once awareness becomes steady, calmer, silent, awareness, or the preparation. They are the inner door. What lies beyond them is more deeper, more transformative than anything you have ever known before. Silence, awareness are not the end. The next step, beyond, is discovering truly are. Who you truly are is magnificent. You're a light here to love. What are you loving? Everything. How come such gratitude? Cannot say thank you enough. Who do? To Mother, Father, God. Existence, the beloved, Spirit. Say it your way. Discovering this lifetime who you truly are. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Back to silence. Now that silence has balanced, steadied, calmed you. Yes. Now what I'm about to open for you now is the heart of awakening. Where you're ready now. Ready now. It's the heart of awakening. You may feel it already, a quiet awareness, something deeper inside you. You've watched the mind. You're not the mind, the watcher. See, you're not the mind, you're the watcher. The watcher does not age, does not move. It simply is here, aware of what rises and what falls. And the moment you turn to this watcher, the moment you sense its stillness, something relaxes in you. Whoa, years of tension, despair, pain, drama. Dun, dun, dun. If you look back, your body has changed, your dreams have changed, your fears have changed, your life has changed, yet something remains the same. Damn it, something has remained constant throughout every joy, through every heartbreak, through every beginning and every ending. That constant is the watcher. Yeah, that constant is your true nature. Your true nature is just watching, not shouting, just watching. And the discovery of the watcher, is freedom. Freedom is the discovery of the watcher. You may say, I'm angry, I'm hurt, I'm sad. Is it true? Is it true? Those are thoughts passing through fluffy clouds, going through the sky. The watcher is untouched. The watcher sees the storm. It's not the storm. The watcher sees the cloud. It's not the cloud. Once you know yourself as the sky and not as the cloud, freedom becomes natural. The watcher sees the storm. It's not the storm. The watcher sees the cloud, not the cloud. The watcher sees the blue sky, not the blue sky. Correction. Sorry. The watcher is that blue sky. I've lost concentration. One breath away. The watcher sees the storm, but it's not the storm. The watcher sees the cloud, not the cloud. That being, yourself. Once you know yourself as the sky, not as the clouds, freedom becomes natural. As natural as breathing. You do not think of breathing. It happens naturally. Thank you, thank you, thank you. The watcher